Previously on Danganronpa. It's not a question of whether we want to or not. Our only chance of making it through this alive is to uncover the killer responsible for Ogami's death. A desperate hope, but our only hope. My God. And now, back to Hope Speak Academy. They outside? More than likely, the two of them are in the dorms. So go to the door. So is Akore. Can I go in people's rooms? Wait, shit. Cougar is no killers hiding there. No. It'd be funny if we can go in their rooms. Togami, Mizono, Shina, Fukawa. I place my finger on the bell. After a short wait. A wave of sour negative energy lurched out into the hall when Fukawa opened the door. What do you want? I guess talking to him. This is what enjoying yourself looks like. Clicking her tongue loud enough for me to hear, Fukawa stepped out into the hallway. What? What is it? You said you need to talk to me. Yes, I do. Actually, I was wanting to ask you about the note that you got from Ogami, asking you to meet her in the rec room. What? Don't ask me. I don't know anything about that. Togami admitted to having got on one. Huh? My white knight was also summoned? Huh? Slip of the tongue. Well, it's completely obvious that I was summoned too. Yep, it kinda is. You kinda messed it up. So you kinda wanna tell me about it? Yes, I did see the note. But I didn't go to the rec room. I was too afraid to go. She said she didn't go. Is that really true? I don't have any evidence that came otherwise, so I have to believe her for now. You've heard enough, yes, I'm going back to my room. And with that, Fukawa scurried back into her room. If Hakore says he didn't go, then they're all lying. Kawata Hakore. I place my finger on the bell. Bing bang. A short wait. What's up, Nags? You need me for something? There's something I wanted to ask you, Hakore. Ogami invited you to the rec room earlier. Where did you hear that? Did you read my mind? Have you awoken a secret ability, dude? Anywho, I'm not the only one she invited, dude. Olga told me herself, dude. She also invited both Kawa and Togs. You have to Ogami. When was this? Well, when she invited me, dude, I thought she delivered notes to everyone. Well, yeah, the note. She gave it to me in person, dude, and that's when she told me. The story's obviously pretty fishy. So you did go to the rec room? Hell no, I didn't. I'll go see her. What? Something doesn't add up here. Last time I saw Ogre, when we brought Ashina down to the infirmary, dude. After that, I never saw her again. While I'm here, could you let me have a look at the note you were given? No. No? Do I still have the note? Hakore shoved his hand into his pocket. Sorry, man, I don't have it. It's gone. And then gave me a twitchy smile as he pulled it back out. And when it did, something fell onto the floor in front of me. Something from inside his pocket. Was it you, Hakore? Uh-oh. Oh shit, has he just revealed himself as the killer? What is this? It seems too obvious again with Hakore. Crap! He swept it up like a gust of wind, and shoved it back into his pocket. Mama. Trash, dude, trash. Just some trash I forgot to throw out, dude. Trash. Anywho, Ogo invited me to the rec room, but truth is truth, I didn't go. So I'm out of here, dude. Not even give me a chance to speak, he forcefully ended our conversation and fled to his room. It says it was just a piece of trash, but that wasn't just any trash, was it? It was the candy that she had. Well, yeah, that's what she had. And well, I've heard what Fukawa and Hagakure have to say, but what next? Sounds like I'm going to have to re-examine the crime scene, but in addition to that, I should probably also do some looking into that protein container I found in the rec room. To recall, it came from the chem lab. Alright, well, what first? Well, firstly, obviously we'll go to the chem lab since it's like... Okay. The chem lab. See, yeah, oh! So yeah, you had your sights set on this chemistry lab too, did you, Nagi? Just be sure not to get in my way. Yeah, right. Don't you mean yes, sir? I'm not your errand boy. What is this? Can I check this? Can I check this? Okay. Looking at them again, I'm shocked by just how large these chemical cabinets are. I should probably give them a thorough investigation. From the looks of it, the cabinet is actually 3 separate cabinets placed side by side. And more importantly, what's this powder that's been spilled in front of the cabinets? And to be careful not to step in it. There's a large quantity of yellow powder on the floor by the cabinets. Gotta be careful not to step in it. A poison. The broken bottle on the floor by the cabinets looks like the source of spilled powder. The label on this bottle says Chem Lab C4. For your information, I was looking around the 4th floor this morning and the lab was not in this condition then. Which means then this powder was spilled. Right around the time the crime occurred, most likely. The powder was spilled around the same time as the crime, probably connected somehow. Footprints though? Are these footprints? They seem to have only been left in front of the left cabinet too. I need a diagram to get better idea of how the footprints are laid out with respect to the room itself. Are you telling me to map it out? Now you're getting on the hang of things. The smoke on his face, Togami handed me a pen and a sheet of paper. Well, get to work. Get to work, bitch. Okay. As he ordered, I quickly scribbled down a diagram of the room. Desk. How does this look? Not bad from the likes of you. A kindergartner could have did better. A 3-year-old could have did better than you. From the likes of me. Let's see, looking at it this way, it's clear that the only person who left these footprints only had business in the left cabinet. Whoever it was exactly knew exactly what they needed to do. They went straight to the cabinet and right back out. That's what the footprints suggest. Chances are these footprints belong to you, don't you, Nagi? No, they don't. They gave me assurance and let me compare foot size. Having no good reason to turn it down, I obeyed Togami's orders. Interesting. Seems your feet are larger. Larger? Sadly, these footprints aren't yours. Yeah, I'm real sad. However, with footprints this clear, it should be no effort whatsoever to find out whose they are. Just going off how much effort Togami's put in examining them, I guess they're pretty significant. Perhaps I should go back over from what I've learned about the powder so far. A large quantity of yellow powder was spilled in front of the chemical cabinet, I suspect. It came from the broken bottle I found on the floor nearby. The bottle label says Chem Lab C4. Additionally, someone left footprints in the powder. Going by the diagram I drew, it seems whoever they belonged to only had business in the left cabinet. On top of that, Togami says the powder was spilled around the same time the crime occurred. That's all about I've got for now. What's in the left cabinet? Let's see, this cabinet has an assortment of nutrients and supplements and the like inside. The protein container I found in the rec room must have come from this cabinet. The labels on everything in this cabinet starts with the letter A. That will make this left cabinet Cabinet A then. But wait a second. There's a single bar here labelled Chemlag C9. Did someone accidentally put it back in the wrong place? Let's see, this cabinet has a bunch of chemicals I've never heard of. They're called reagents, compounds used to induce or check for chemical reactions in chemistry experiments. I'm surprised you can live with yourself being so ignorant. You don't think that's going a bit too far? Are you telling me you think studying math or chemistry are of no use in the real world? The world's a failure, they suit you, Nagi. I didn't say that. Anyway, what I really need to be concerned about right now is investigating the cabinet. The labels on everything in this cabinet start with the letter B. That would make this cabinet... That would make this middle cabinet Cabinet B then. Nothing really jumps out at me. I don't think I need to spend any more time looking through this cabinet. Let's see then. This cabinet contains a bunch of dangerous looking chemicals. There's like poison and other potential hazardous chemicals. The labels on everything in this cabinet starts with the letter C. So I made this right cabinet Cabinet C then. Here's what I've learned about this cabinet so far. The ChemLab's chemical cabinet is actually 3 separate adjacent cabinets. Cabinet A contains nutrients, Cabinet B reagents, and Cabinet C poisons. Suki Ogami got her protein from Cabinet A. Curiously, there was a bottle labeled C mixed in with everything else in Cabinet A. Cabinet C is where poison and stuff like that is stored, so why was there a bottle from there in Cabinet A? There's something to it. I can feel it. Little chemical chemistry. Okay. That about does it for the chem lab. It's next is another pass of the rec room. I'm to go to the rec room. This is still time to go here. Maybe I don't togami. I don't know. You at least have a good set of eyes on you, Nagi. But at least true wealth is in how you make use of it. Great one, Togami. Brilliant information there. Alright, what do we get? Oh, I just did. Okay. The rec room, so it's like. How did the interviews go, Nagi? I told her exactly what I heard from Fukawa and Hakakore. I see, so all 3 of them, including Togami, claim they never responded to Agami's invitation. But it doesn't add up. Someone is probably lying. Someone is lying? In any event, I made some progress here too. Ogami's corpse, the magazine rack, and the monokuma bottles. Found new clues in all 3 of those places. You would do good to investigate them all once more. So Ogami's body. Yuri says you found something new with Ogami's body. You're not going to learn anything just gawking at the body. Well, yeah, I suppose. Any problem with touching corpses? Alright, fine. In stark contrast to the unshakable, reluctant Kirigiri, didn't even bat an eye. It was a sight I'd gotten used to, and brought a familiar thought to mind. I'm surprised you can do that and keep a straight face. I never even get used to the sight of a body. That's normal. Then how can you... I must have had plenty of opportunities in the past to come in contact with dead bodies. Never mind. More importantly, look at this. Oh, it was her. She slipped me the powder. Ogami's shoe? You see the yellow powder on her foot? Yeah, I see. That's the first clue. Okay. Next is the wound on her head. Take a good look.
そうね。
Actually, that might be too much for you. I'll explain. It seems she wasn't struck once, but twice. She was struck twice?
ええ。
Intriguing, isn't it? And here's another rather interesting fact.
そう。
Both of Ogami's hands are perfectly clean, not even a trace of blood on her fingertips.
そうね。
Well, that's everything I was able to uncover. Okay. So to think she was able to learn so much but just by examining Ogami's body. That's a feat I imagine only Kirigiri could pull off. Kirigiri says she found something new with these bottles, something new with these monokuma bottles. Clues, clues, clues. Oh, yeah. I see. They're all different. So one's holding the palm, one's holding a tower, and the rest, and the other one was a horse. True, it's a knight. So, did you figure it out? Look carefully and you should see it. There's a pattern to the set of monokuma bottles. Pattern. Come on, Guru, can't you just tell me? Sharing leads is one thing, but there's a danger in sharing the conclusions drawn from those leads. I don't want to unnecessarily influence your deductions prior to the class trial. You need to reach your own conclusions, ones that satisfy you, not me. So it's not that you don't trust me? No retort. I do trust you, to some degree. If I didn't, I wouldn't be telling you this. To some degree, she says. Not fully, but only a little bit. A little bit. To tell you the truth, there's actually one other thing about these bottles that has me curious. And I'd like to conduct an experiment to test my hypotheses. Give me a hand, won't you? An experiment.
とにかく。
First, I need you to gather up all the monokuma bottles fragments on the floor, even the smallest shards. Are you sure? Are you sure? Should we really be tampering with this scene?
別にいいじゃない。
Everyone's had a chance to look around, so it should be fine. The loudmouth Togami isn't around either.
じゃあ、
I've got to get some equipment from the chem lab. You take care of that while I'm gone. That Kirigiri vanished from the rec room. I have no idea what's going on. But what can you do? Not like I've got much of a choice. Using a broom and dustpan I found in the rec room, I swept up all the bottle fragments on the floor. And just as I finished that, sorry to keep you waiting.
じゃあ、
All done? Let's get started. What kind of experiment are we doing? I brought a balance back from the Kelb lab. We're going to compare masses. Compare with what? With what? The fragments you collected and a whole monokuma bottle. For what for? That's the whole point of the experiment, you see?
ね。
First, let's compare the masses of two unbroken monokuma bottles. The two sides are balanced. That means each of the monokuma bottles weighs roughly the same. Well, that makes sense. There's not much difference between the figures and nothing else to create a weight difference. Now, here's a real test. Let's try putting the fragments you picked up on one side of the balance. What do you suppose what will happen? Well, there are two possibilities. Either they'll weigh the same or the broken bottle will weigh slightly less. I tried my best to pick up everything, but it's still possible I missed some. Well then, let's see what happens. Huh? The fragments weigh more? What? Why?
やっぱり、
So I was right. About
つまり、
taking both the results of the experiment and the monokuma bottle's hidden pattern in conjunction. There's only one conclusion you can draw. Or at least, that's what I think. What do you think? It's all up to you. I'm trying to think, but I can't really think of it. Okay, magazine rack. Kirigiri says she found something new at the magazine rack. Let's see. Clues. What's this? One of the magazines is upside down. Did someone put it back on the wrong rack wrong? If something stands out, you should give it a closer look. Yeah. I picked up the upside down magazine and began flipping through the pages. What the? Fukawa. Okay. Right around the middle of the magazine there was a page with a hurriedly scribbled bloody message. Fukawa. Could this be a dying message? So you found it too. Kyogi, is this a dying message? Probably. It was written with someone's finger. A dying message. So, yeah, I thought so. However, just for the record, I wasn't the one who initially put it in the upside down. When I found it earlier, it was already like that. And after examining it, I made sure to put it back exactly the way I found it, for anyone who found it later. Hey, does that say Fukawa? Yeah, that's what it looks like. So she's the killer. She is, isn't she? We don't know that for certain yet. It is for certain. She is the killer. That's decisive evidence. We got her cornered now. It does look like some pretty decisive evidence, but it also feels a little too blatantly obvious, which has me questioning its legitimacy. I don't know yet, man. That's enough, that's all of it. It's all of it.
お前らの操作が退屈すぎて寝ちゃってたよ。やっちゃうよ。いいっすか？やっちゃってもいいっすか？じゃあ、学級裁判を始めます。お前らはいつもの場所に至急集合してください。学校エリア1階にある。ぷぷぷ。じゃあ、後でね。
Fuck you, Monokuma. We're already out of time. I still haven't had a chance to figure out the seal room trick. I guess all I can do is hope, and we can make something out of it during the class trial. No, we must. We must. This is it. The class trial is near. Having heard Monokuma's summons, everyone slowly gathered in the foyer. When we all there, what? So what am I? Super high school fighter. A Mao. A sealed room murder. Mao. What are you doing? I just realized how awesome acronyms are. Doesn't matter how depressing someone gets, throw an Mao in there and suddenly it's bright and happy. For example, we found a decomposing body at a picnic. I'm out. That's just creepy, dude. Then what about the other way around? Doesn't matter how happy something is, throw an FML in there and suddenly it's dark and depressing. For example, I hope we're gonna make a whole bunch of friends, FML. You're right, it is sad, dude. Please board the elevator at the back of the room. I'm out. I'll go on ahead and meet you there, FML. What was all that about? Beats the hell out of me, dude. Says the ones who beat the hell out of Sakura. How can you be so happy-go-lucky knowing you killed another human being? I'm not really all that happy-go-lucky. And anywho, I didn't kill anyone either, dude. I'm innocent. Don't you call me a murderer. Oh, really? Either way, we'll know soon enough. There's no changing the fact that someone among us is the culprit. The culprit? The one who killed Ogami. She was stronger than any of us. And yet, her murderer is here. Somewhere in this room. Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Is it Kirigiri? Is it me? I don't know. Or could it be a big plot twist and end up being Ashihina? That'd be really sad if that was the case. To put on a little act. Oh, that actually made me think it might be actually Hina now. You could put on this a little act because she was a friend. Maybe. Would it be Togami? I mean, we had Hakakore. You realize, like, Fukawa and Hakakore have been like the closest ones so far, since Hakakore had the candy wrapper, and then Fukawa had the name written in the magazine. But Togami's had nothing yet. He's had nothing. Kirigiri was... Oh, what? We don't know what she was doing. She came to our place. I was in the room. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta save it. Oh God, who is it? For God's sake, I will never do this voice again. God damn it. But anyway, I guess that's been it for this session. The next session will be the class trial, and we will figure out who the murderer is. Who is the murderer? I have no clue. Actually, do I have any clue? And I've been summed up, like, what may have happened. So, I think it's either... Was it the bottle? Did it die from, like... Hit the bottle. She didn't die straight away, but eventually after that, she sat down after the murderer left. And then probably passed out and died from the concussion of... I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I'm thinking it has to be something to do with the poison though, because that seemed too little bit suspicious. It has to be something to do with that chem lab, otherwise it wouldn't make sense. Like, why would they show us that if it has nothing to do with it, unless it wants to throw us off? Maybe. But for the killer, I don't know who it is, but for the way she died, I think I have an idea. So hopefully we won't have any problems in the class trial. So anyway, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and so you'll see the class trial next and find out who the murderer is. Anyway, it's been Phantom Shark, and I hope you guys join me for the next session of the class trial.